across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Franks. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff to Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Franks. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Franks, third down from the gun. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
That one good for 37 yards. Well, you hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Sam Darnold, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
We got plenty of fight, baby.
But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
They go play action with Franks. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
It's Franks now from the shotgun.
Going deep downfield for Ross.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Franks looking to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
Play action. It's Darnold. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Franks now. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down and 3. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, Slayton, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Setting up play action. Franks. They'll roll it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack. And it goes as a loss of 6. And that would complete to Stephon Sullivan. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Franks. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. Frank's throw taken in by Slayton. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the set. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Franks. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. A give, the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. Past the 20. 5. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Boy, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now it's 2nd down throw. Here's Franks. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. From the gun, Franks. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A punt return of 65 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
They'll run with Barkley. Fighting his way through contact.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Hill. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go, defense.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Franks. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Mike 4. Danny.
Franks will throw for it on 4th down.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley fights off the tackle at the 20. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
7's a Mike. Ready, go. I'm coming after you. 7's a Mike.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no. There was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Panthers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Here's Jackson. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.